Hey, what's up? Today we are going to talk about 3 more glitches, this time 2 more and an updated method that's going to actually help out quite a lot. First and foremost, I have to get this out of the way. If you have not beaten the game, please leave now. Again, if you have not beaten the game or completed it at all, then please leave now, because there's going to be some spoilers. Now that we have the most important information out of the way, we can talk about this glitch right here, which is going to be a stealth glitch. This can be done during the high price to pay mission. This is available once the hunter, I believe it is, does attack you, and what you're going to do is obviously flee the lodge. This is going to result in us taking the underground path here and then going towards the back portion, which is quite easy because we open up the door and then we go forward. So the main idea here is to not stop, obviously, because that's not what you need to do. But we will stop eventually once we're towards the ship, and I will show you exactly where the spot is. For the most part, all you need to do is just sprint all the way towards the elevator, which can be found all the way down here, take a right, and then go forward, and you should see the exit sign. Eventually, you will see the elevator, and all you have to do is then take this all the way towards the top. When you do exit out, do not attack the hunter at all, just continue going forward until you're about midway towards the ship. And here we are at the very top. We're going to head towards the right portion. Ignore the hunter on the left. You're going to see 2 of them there. That's going to be the parallel self of himself. And we're going to then go towards the right, and here's where we need to just kind of chill, because the hunter is actually going to respawn again, and you want to use your melee weapon until he disappears. Continuously attack the middle section, because even though he has disappeared, there's going to be like a red hit mark. Continuously hit it and then go up towards the top here, and if done correctly, the hunter will be frozen. All you have to do is just simply shoot him from behind, and you're going to get that sneak damage. And you can complete your whole entire stealth right here. You might be thinking, well, I could just head towards a planet and do the whole stealth rank up there. Obviously, that's a great idea, not bad, but I'm saying if you have the chance and you have this mission, why not take advantage of it and just instantly rank up your stealth? Definitely a cool glitch. Continuing on, we're going to talk about this second glitch here, which can randomly happen if you do ignore the unity. Meaning towards the end, you do not accept to be a starborn. Instead, you can just turn 180 degrees around and head straight out of the unity. And what you will notice is if you go towards a planet, there might be a few of these ships, specifically the starborn ships. And what's interesting is that one of them can actually be used without continuing forward towards the new game. So that's something cool. You can actually take one of these ships. Again, it can happen. So if it does not, travel to a different planet and one of those ships should be able to be opened. And last but not least, I want to update you guys on a previous glitch from the last video where we were able to invade ships. Well, what you should do is actually become wanted, because let's say that you have a high bounty. Eventually, some of the UC will come looking for you, and they're going to tell you straight away, hey man, you're wanted. And you have 2 options. You can obviously agree to it and be like, yeah man, I'll come along with you. I don't want no problems. Or what you can do instead is you can actually shoot them, of course, and then invade. And make sure that you do have that targeting skill available, because if you do not, what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to target selected parts like I'm doing right here, which is going to be the engine. Now, if you're wondering what's the major difference between the UC Chimera ship and a regular bandit ship, is mainly because of the loot inside, and not to mention, there's a lot more enemies inside the Chimera ship than there is in the bandit ship. Is there larger ships out there? Probably, but I think right now this is probably one of the best ones that you can actually get to instantly, by just getting a wanted level and then from there traveling around the space and orbiting until someone eventually comes along like the UC. And another question that might just pop up in your head is, why do this when you can do the case method? The only reason why I am showing you this now is because let's say that, hey, they patch something possibly today, right? Or maybe even tomorrow. Whatever the case may be, if they end up doing so and they end up patching these glitches, you have an alternative method to come to. This means you can head back to this channel, check out this video, try it out, and if it works, you have an alternative method after patch. If you're currently a subscriber, which by the way, it's completely free, and if you have notifications on, you're going to be notified every time I upload a video, including those patch updates, where I talk about what's been fixed and what has not been fixed. So with that out of the way, let's continue along here and just kind of show what's available. As I mentioned at the start, there's a lot of enemies inside here. You will need to take them out first before you do plan on looking around for other items. You can pick up some of this loot on the side and it will be refreshed, including the loot inside of the bodies as well. The only way to do so, to refresh the loot anyways, is if you do exit, go towards your ship, then leave and go towards a planet that's nearby, land on it, then go back towards orbit, and you should see this ship, or really any ship that you've invaded or docked. You're going to see that it's still available. And what you can do is obviously go inside and there's going to be the enemies on the ground, although the environment may change. What I mean by that is that the ship itself may have zero gravity, so you will be like floating around and whatnot, which is not entirely bad. But anyways, as I mentioned a few seconds ago, let's say that you've looted up everything. We are going to travel back towards the ship and then we're going to board ours, go towards the cockpit, and we're going to choose a planet nearby. This can be literally any planet nearby. It's not a specific planet that you need to be orbiting around. You can be anywhere. And you're going to travel towards that planet. Once you've landed, you can then open up the menu, travel back towards the spot that you just were, so orbit around the planet that you're on, and you're going to see that there's going to be that ship nearby. If by any means it looks like the ship is not there, trust me, it is. What can happen is that it may pop up as like a neutral thing, so you're not going to see that red mark on the sides, or the red arrows I should say. And what you should see is when you look around, you're going to see the Chimera ship right there. You can then hop inside, grab all the items again, and do this as much as you like. So again, if you have skipped past the portion where I explain this, just forgive me for explaining it again for those that have already heard this. The reason why I am showing you this is because if they do patch the previous methods, you have something to come back to. You can try this out. The reason why I provide so many alternative methods to different glitches is because I think it overall will help you when things like that do happen, when things do get patched. You have a way of going around it. I know some people will say, hey, why even show this? There's a better method right here. Like, this makes no sense. This is stupid. This is dumb. Then when the patch comes, a good portion of players out here are going to be searching up alternative ways to glitch. And that's just how things work, right? Things get patched, new things get discovered. It's kind of like a cool little theme that goes on, at least in glitching in my eyes. I love it. I love the idea of things getting patched and new things being opened. And this is all that I wanted to show you guys. I hope that this video has been helpful in terms of possibly knowledge-wise. Maybe there's some things you didn't know. Or maybe perhaps this is going to be something that you find useful later down the road. So just let me know what you guys think about the glitches. If you have any questions, comment down below. I will be responding back within the first hour or two. I appreciate all the love and support that comes from each and single one of you that does support this channel, because again, this channel would not be where it is if it was not for you. And with that being said, I appreciate your just support so much from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that I can continue doing this and making some really cool glitches, or glitch videos, I should say, for you guys. So thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.